Have you ever been told why you didn't get a job?
No.
No, you've never been told, right?
No.
So you have no idea why you weren't hired.
No.
Matter of fact, do you think that it's at all possible that if a company was discriminated against you for any reason, that they would tell you why you didn't get hired?
Absolutely not.
Okay, so what makes this so ironic is, and this is really going to hit a lot of people hard, is that you're not privileged to why you didn't get a job. So
they don't even need to tell you why you didn't get a job majority of the times.
You have made the assumption that you didn't get the job because of the color of your skin. But you can only make that assumption is because you believe that you are better than other people because of the color of your skin. Yo, welcome back to another episode of The Great Deliberators. I am one of your hosts, Mr. Imperator Rose.
It's your boy DK.
And one time for our boy OB.
Say your name, make your name rain.
Say your name, make your
name rain. Hey, y'all,
rain.
Listen, I'm going to turn up real quick. Y'all know we in February, dog? We're already in February, man.
This the first January that felt like it flew by. Usually January is kind of take a while.
It felt like last week was the New Year's. We was just popping fireworks last week.
Is this how it feels when you get just like as you get older, like just everything becomes?
But you know what? It's been a real productive year so far for me. Productive on all sides. Like work has been productive.
Yeah.
As you know, I've been doing a little bit of traveling.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, not even doing a little bit.
A lot of traveling.
I've been traveling.
So
I feel like every week your boy
ain't got no
gone.
money now. He can't give away free money to y'all.
Yeah, I can't do that. But if y'all like, comment, and subscribe, give me by like May, I got you.
Please.
But then really, you already know it's really like on my heart. You know what I'm saying? Like like this, everything's been good.
Yeah, listen, sometimes shit just line up.
If y'all don't know, man, I'm probably the biggest Eagles fan in Houston, Texas, nigga. This side of the border. You feel me? And my team going to the Super Bowl, man.
Shout out
the
to the
Super
Eagles.
Bowl, man, in New Orleans.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if y'all don't know, I don't know if any of y'all going to be there, but I'll be there. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Yeah. Your boy going to be at the Super Bowl this Sunday.
At the bowl, baby.
You dig. Catching confetti. You know what I'm saying?
Please.
You know what I'm saying? Green and white confetti. You dig.
Please.
You dig.
Dog. I'm begging. Like, dog, I don't know who I got to sacrifice to make this happen,
look,
but
man,
dog.
You don't need to sacrifice nothing because we're going to handle business.
Hey, let's go.
It's already,
that's all I want to hear.
It's already been handled. That's
all I want to hear,
I'm
baby.
really just going just to like see it through. But it's already,
you know what I'm saying?
Already
to
been
bask
handled.
in the moment. You know what I'm saying?
We already know what's going to happen. You dig? So, yeah. Life for me it's been pretty damn good.
Yeah.
I'm on to some big things. I don't know if I announced this yet, but your boy officially licensed state of Texas. I don't know if I told you that on the last part, but that means I can move to Dallas and Austin with the business. So I think by the beginning of next year, I might grow myself to Dallas and see what's up there. But
damn, hold on, wait. You got an operating manager yet though?
I do not.
Damn, you gonna try to expand into another city without an operating manager?
I plan on being it.
All right, okay.
I was gonna get out there, go to a couple of facilities, and try to hire some caregivers, and then you know what I'm saying, get it popping. I might have to be out there maybe once or twice out of the week.
Yeah, but okay, all right. I mean, you need like a lead, at least somebody.
Yeah, whoever I hire, there will be a lead caregiver.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
but I do have administrative assistants so she can do all the behind the scenes work. You know what I'm saying? Out here, making sure schedules get done, payroll, this, that, and third. So
okay.
I mean, look, man, whatever the hurdles that come, I'm willing to go through. I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying? So, but just
worst case scenario, it blows up and then you start over.
I learn and do it again.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You start over.
Come on now. Okay. So, but yeah, it's all a video game anyway. But besides that, man, like I've been doing a mile a day, starting February. Your boy has been on this gym life. I'm in the 220s.
Okay.
I'm no longer in the 230s.
Okay.
This time last year, your boy was 250 pounds.
Ooh,
you know what I'm saying?
One time for my boy.
I'm down in the 220s.
Gotcha.
You dig? So
gotcha.
Man. We put in. I think that's why the year's been flying by so fast.
Yeah. You know what's crazy is I feel like because also I've also started my weight loss and fitness journey on January 7th. I don't want to announce until I made significant changes or whatever. But since you sitting here, you know what I'm saying. Let me go ahead and just pull up so you can see the trend. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
yeah, downward trend, my
boys
boy.
on it. You know what I'm
You got
saying?
a big dip.
So well, that's because I didn't weigh myself for like a week, but I've been weighing myself like every day. But I knew I could feel it, right? So I
Yeah.
knew I was doing what I was supposed to do. But again, I want to announce nothing out here like a significant milestone. You know what I'm saying?
I got
so,
you. Hey, gangsters move in silence, man.
Boys paid off his car. Ain't got no car note no more.
Hey,
look, I finally got money. Finally got money. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel broke anymore.
hey,
you know what I'm saying?
he might be able to, you know what I'm saying, give y'all some bread here.
I don't know about
pretty
all
soon.
that because
he don't
I
love
got
y'all.
2 kids. You know what I'm saying?
He don't love y'all. He lost the car note. I ain't gonna give nothing to the
got
fans.
2 kids and a mortgage. You know what I'm saying? So, but and now it's on to these student loans. You know what I'm saying? So when these student loans is gone, we'll talk.
Biden gone, so
yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
When these student loans is out of here, then we can talk. Okay. Y'all could also help get there quicker by like
commenting
and sharing. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man, drop that one
Put
time.
it in the group chats.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, just overall in general, bro. Like, and it's crazy because not to go off topic here because this wasn't the plan, but it's just amazing how much better you feel like when you really start to like, once you get out of that exit mode where it just kind of sucks the diet and shit like that, right, bro? Like, I wake up now, bro. I be flying around work. Like, it's amazing just how much
energy, your focus, all of that is like through the roof.
Like
almost.
I yesterday and today, like I was standing there working. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, bro, I've been working for like 3 hours straight and ain't even thought about like whipping out my phone and like checking TikTok and some shit, right? Like so, and it's crazy because I know I normally feel this, but it's always crazy how you fall off the rails and then go back into like these terrible habits that even got you to where you were feeling all sluggish and terrible and shit and waking up feeling all bad. So so shout out to us, man, taking care of business, handling business, man, and making sure we get our life on track. Because 2025 is the year, baby. This is the year where
and it's one day at a time.
Done.
It's one day at a time, one week at a time, 1 month at a time. You ain't got to start thinking about what it's going to be like in September and October. Don't get too much ahead of yourself.
Yeah.
I promise you, only thing I've been doing is I'm going to get through this week.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I get through the week. Once I check off the box, all right, it's time to the next objective, which is next week. And that's it, man.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's been flying. Like, we already in Tuesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Yeah, man. We're moving through. And I like it this way. I like the fact that the year is flying this way. You know what I'm saying? That means that you have a purpose that you're doing, that you're, giving to yourself.
You're building towards something.
Yeah,
you're building towards something.
But all right, man, let's get to the pod.
Okay, all right. So we talking Super Bowl here. We kind of talked about it, but again, we all rooting for the Eagles. If you're watching this pod and you're not rooting for the Eagles, still like, comment, and share.
Shut the fuck up.
But I ain't rocking with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like this seems like all of America is rooting for the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know what y'all talking about.
Go Birds.
Yo, get out of here.
All right, let's do this. Let's do who you believe will be MVP.
Oh, easy work.
X Factor player of the game and score prediction. I'll let you go first.
I think Saquon Barkley's gonna be the MVP. Odds 1B Jalen Hurts. You know what I'm saying? I think if enough run play action, you know what I'm saying, gets into play, possibly. You know what I'm saying? X Factor. I don't know, man, because I don't really be watching the Eagles. I guess if I had to give an X Factor, you know what I'm saying, I guess I'll say like Dallas Goedert, because he had some games where he was just absolutely thugging, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I guess if I was to give that, I was gonna what was the last one?
Score prediction.
I'm gonna go 27-24 Eagles.
Man, you think it's gonna be close. All right, my MVP.
I mean, they gonna make sure it's close.
My MVP, I'm going Saquon Barkley.
Okay.
I do think Jalen Hurts is gonna have a clean game. It's gonna be good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. X Factor, I'm gonna give you 1A and 1B. Offensive X Factor, I think it's gonna be Devontae Smith.
Okay, you think you're gonna shine?
I think Devontae Smith about to.
I
think he's going over 100. Over 100 and a touchdown. But the thing is, I think he's gonna have a play, like a catch or
like
a play that is just like, you're like, did he really just do that? You know what I'm saying?
Give it to AJ. AJ got the burn.
No, I think they're gonna key in on AJ. That's why.
Okay.
I think they're gonna try to key on AJ, stop Saquon. The problem is the Eagles, like you said. I'm glad you said Dallas Goedert, because I think he's gonna be a good safety blanket.
Mm-hmm.
I think Devontae Smith's gonna have a lot of one-on-ones, and that's why I think that Jalen Hurts is probably gonna hit him on like 1 or 2 deep passes, or just have one of those like first downs that you're like, holy shit, like he just iced that drive or something like that.
Okay.
So I guess Devontae Smith on offense. And then on defense, man, there's so many people I'm going to go through, but I think defense, man, I'm going to have to go with Jalen Carter, dog. I think Jalen Carter, he's going to probably have about 3 or 4 pressures, and I give him about 1.5 sacks, if not a forced turnover.
I mean, if you think about, not to go too much far on topic, but if you think about Kansas City and what Chris Jones has the ability to disrupt the play on like every play, essentially at this point, the way the NFL is kind of built is you have to get pressure up the middle. Because like on the outside now, these quarterbacks are like, they'll skirt through a tackle real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but see, like, that's why I like the Eagles, because Nolan Smith is going to keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, as long as they do their job.
Yeah, if you keep him in the pocket, give Jalen Carter just 2 to 3 seconds. He'll get that pocket taken care of.
Yeah, eventually these defenses are gonna catch up because they keep blowing past the quarterback trying to do spin moves and shit. And like, I don't know why they.
You don't need to do that. You just need to collapse it,
bro.
I
don't know why. I'll be watching these games sometimes where I'll be like, "What, dog? Is nobody gonna figure this out? Like, what the fuck are y'all doing?"
Matter of fact, keep the quarterback in the pocket.
Yeah, matter of fact, stop trying to sack him.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
You really just keep him in the pocket, and that's it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry, y'all. I ain't trying to rant. It just be frustrating. I'll be watching these guys. I'll be like, I don't know what you niggas is doing, dog.
Score prediction.
Yeah, what's the score?
I'm gonna go 34.
Ooh.
To 17.
Oh, you think?
I think
absolute blowout.
And I'm gonna tell you why I think it's gonna be a blowout. I think the Eagles gonna jump on them early.
Okay.
And I think that it's gonna force Kansas City to give up going for field goals. Like, they're gonna have to start. You know what I'm saying? Third quarter, maybe mid to late third quarter, they're gonna be like, all right, we're in 4-down territory pretty much at this point moving forward. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you can't, I think that's why I give Saquon the MVP. I think Saquon is going to go off for like 5.3, 5.5 a clip. I think that's going to be his average. You know what I'm saying? I think he's just, at the end of the day, dog, them linebackers is too small. Outside of Chris Jones, you ain't got no defensive lineman or defensive end that can really just bring them down easily. Yeah. I think Saquon's he's going to get 3-4 yards of carry easily. And he's going to break about 2-3 of them. Okay. And I think by the third quarter, they're just going to know, like, hey, our defense is not going to be able to stop them, so we got to be real aggressive on offense. And I think at that point, you're in touchdown territory, and I don't think the Eagles are going to give up much touchdowns.
I mean, it always feels that way on paper, but again, the game still got to be played.
100%.
Numbers, you know
100%. I'm very confident. I'm not cocky. I'm just very confident.
I was going to say, I albeit on paper, it always feels that way, but at the end of the day, when you got a top tier quarterback, they just keep the game close. You know what I'm saying? And Andy Reid always got to play to go get a touchdown. Like, he always got to play. So at the end of the day, I can't see it being a blowout. But if it is, I ain't complaining. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna shed a tear. Okay.
Well, there we go, man.
All right. So last week I didn't drop it. This week I'm bringing back the question of the week. This week is kind of going to be a would you rather style. Also, the temperature today is purple. You know what I'm saying? Because we ain't quite on demon time, but we ain't quite like looking good this week either. So
Yeah, next week's gonna be green.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Okay. All right. It better be. It better be
green. You know
all right. So with that said, let's go ahead and let's get into it. It says, would you rather never be able to lie again or never hear a lie again?
I gotta hear lies.
You gotta hear lies.
I got to, bro. I don't want people telling me the truth all the time.
Damn.
Bro, I'm not built for that.
Okay.
I don't think anybody's really built for that kind of honesty.
But you can't lie no more.
Yeah, that's not a problem. I think that
you can't lie. That's a problem.
I know, but I think that I would just need to like correct certain things in my life.
No, because you think a certain way, so you can't lie. I need you to walk through this.
I get what you're saying. I'd rather hurt people's feelings than have my feelings hurt.
Nah, because hurting people's feelings is bad for business.
I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, no, I
can't take it.
Because actually, I'm a good person. You know what I'm saying?
I think I'm a good person.
I don't think bad thoughts about people. You know what I'm saying? Now, like, I know a lot of you niggas. You niggas be saying wild shit sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Especially you. Like,
you know what's crazy?
You be
maybe the reason I don't have a problem with it because I feel like I'm kind of honest now. Now the thing is that I can be honest. It's just that how I deliver it may not be like super aggressive.
That's the
you
key.
know what I'm saying? So I am honest.
So if that's the case,
okay,
because it doesn't say you got to say it like terribly,
like you're an asshole.
Like that dress looks horrible.
You know what I'm saying? I would just say that dress doesn't, it doesn't do it for me.
Cause like I do lie, but I lie because I don't feel like talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Like if
Yeah.
like a sister be like, come to me and say, give me an idea, and I think it's a bad idea. You know what I'm saying? Just because I know they're not gonna take my advice anyway, I'll be like, oh, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying?
I don't do that. I'll tell you that I'm not really feeling that idea.
Yeah, no, I don't care enough. So because at this point in time, I already know that any breath I waste on it ain't worth it.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? So,
I don't want to be lied to. I would.
Yeah.
I don't mind being lied to. In situations.
I don't know. I think I still would. I think
You just want to know everybody around you what they like. Their honest.
Yeah, I think I'd like to know. You know what I'm saying? I think.
But you know what that's like. Remember we had that discussion about would you want to know what everybody's thinking? That's pretty much what that is.
Yeah, but
I don't want to know what everybody's thinking, bro.
I think I'll be okay.
No, I'm good. I'm good on that.
I think I'll be okay.
Jesus Christ.
I
wouldn't have any. I don't think I'd have many people around me.
I'm a pretty.
I don't think I have many people around me.
I don't trust none of you niggas.
Think about no lies.
Yeah.
No lies.
I think I just have to I'll be okay.
Unless you just accept that, like, okay, you're gonna have to accept the bad that comes with all of that. And you can't take it personally. But then you can, you know, one it does one or two things, right? One, it makes you stronger because you have no choice but to confront how people actually feel, right? Because, you know, people will tell you shit, right? But a lot of times, all right, you know what? You just changed my mind. Yeah, I want to hear the truth from everybody.
Yeah, people ain't really truthful, right? So like,
I want to hear the truth from everybody.
So like, when people have to be truthful with you, you get the real. You know what I'm saying?
Because I'll still tell the truth. I'll still be me, but I actually want to know what y'all think.
I'm saying nothing changes for you by never being able to lie again. You know what I'm saying?
I don't lie often though, but
but I'm saying that it is that, and then secondly, it allows you to know who's really rocking with you. You know what I'm saying? Like who actually got your back and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, for me personally, I'm good. I'm good with erasing the lies from my life. Like I want to know how everybody feel. You know what I'm saying? Okay. All right. Let's get into this next one here. Let's talk Luka, man, in the NBA. And this ain't too much of NBA talk, just more of what happened to Luka. So on Sunday, we woke up to a bombshell. Not woke up, but actually, yeah, I think my homie shared it like Saturday.
It was like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I think my homie shared it like early. Well, I was asleep.
I
woke up and saw it. Luka Doncic had been traded from the Dallas Mavericks to the Los Angeles Lakers. What makes it so egregious, and I just want to make sure that I quote this right because I don't want to say anything wrong, is that he lost out on the ability to sign a Supermax extension contract, which would have been worth $345 million, and he lost in total $100 million in reduction.
See, I don't like the way we're wording things. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he lost out on shit. I think he just didn't put himself in the ability to earn that money. You know what I'm saying? I think we need to change how we like wording it.
Okay, you have to explain that.
Because for him to lose out on it, to me, how I'm depicting that from that perspective of how it's being worded is like he was like valued or worth said amount of money. When in my opinion, if I'm a general manager, right, I don't think Luka was worth that kind of money. I think Luka respectfully, you know, and you gotta be very careful what I'm about to say right now because we're going to pick hairs on professional athletes. Okay. So let me make that very clear before people in the comments or people hating like, oh, both of y'all don't be working out. I don't get paid to be a professional athlete. I
ain't worried about all that. We speak opinions on this point.
So what I'm about to say is just that I think Luka does not take his position as seriously as he should. Okay. I don't think that he has the discipline and the routine that some of the greats that you expect, like a Giannis or maybe like a KD or a Steph Curry or a LeBron or even a Kyrie or a Jimmy Butler or the Claw. I can't know why I can't think of his name right now, but you know he's always injured all the time. Came from San Antonio. Kawhi Leonard. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm trying to think of players that have won some championships or have championship pedigree, but you can tell they have like the mindset and that translates to their discipline off the court, which translates to what they do in front of us on TV. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And I feel like Luka, bro, he.
Hold on, wait before you go any further, because I want to counter that argument with, okay, I hear you, because that's how you feel, but why not let the market decide that? Why is he automatically?
The market did decide it.
No, the market didn't decide it. Dog, he got traded, and now he can no longer sign a Supermax contract because it's not the team that he's with. He literally lost out on the
ability. The reason why I said the market dictated that is because the market just did exactly what it just did.
No, one person did that.
No, yeah, but see, one person can dictate the market. Look at Deshaun Watson. One person signed him and changed. No. See, that's the problem. You're feeling like if Luka was that guy.
Okay,
if Luka,
hold on, because you're not understanding my perspective. If he wasn't worth that money, then he wasn't going to get it. So why not? He still not have the option for a supermax, even though he was traded.
Do you want to know why? It's because you only get that deal with the team that you are with from the beginning. That's why it is that kind of deal.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that team is the market. So what you produce and what you do dictates what that team will do. If you are that guy, listen, bro, this is not me.
Because you can't say that all 30 teams, or how many is it, 28, 32 teams in the NBA would have did that. You get what I'm saying? So you can't say it's the market. It's not the market. It's the Dallas Mavericks. It's not the market.
Okay, you're right. That it is the Dallas market. It is the Dallas Mavericks. But what I'm trying to get you to understand is that contract can only come from the team that you are drafted with and that you stay with.
Yes.
Right? Which means that team has power. Therefore, they are the market in that situation. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. It's just like in the NFL, there's a franchise tag. Not the Philadelphia Eagles have only franchise tags 2 people in the lifespan of their organization. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
Other teams may have franchised multiple players at that time. You know what I'm saying? The Philadelphia Eagles said, that's not within our market. We don't do that. You get what I'm saying? We don't franchise players like that.
Yo,
we will let you go.
You arguing two different points here, because you can not sign. You can franchise tag a player. He can leave and he go sign a blockbuster deal with somebody else. I'm talking about the fact that he got wiped out and literally eliminated $100 million just because the team didn't want him. And that's unfair. It don't matter how you slice it.
That is crazy that you're saying that is unfair. It is not unfair, man.
He wasn't guaranteed the money.
Can I tell you this? Can I let me ask you an honest question. Do you believe that the team or affiliates from the team probably spoke to him or his manager or anybody around him to let him know, hey, these are the things that we need from you? And be completely honest.
Maybe.
Okay. More likely than not, they have communicated certain things that the expectations, so on and so forth. We have read the tea leaves that he has come back from injury, overweight, so on and so forth, right? So this isn't me just making shit up.
Okay,
right?
Yes.
So if they're explaining to you, hey, we need these things out of you. These are some of the expectations that we have, and these are the same people or the same person that is going to give you $100 and some odd million, then is you as a player, you need to get in the lab and do what they are asking you to do. We are not dummies. We know that you were a part of it. You were a part of a team that took them all the way to the finals. You know what I'm saying? So they didn't go to the finals?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, my bad. Yeah,
okay,
did, right?
So we know that you're a player that was definitely a big piece of what we saw in the finals. Lost to the Celtics in a gentleman's sweep, but we also know what we saw in said sweep.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We saw that you were, for some reason, you weren't able to handle the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
you were tired, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
So we're telling you this is what we need from you. So if you know that there's this kind of check is coming, then why wouldn't you do what it takes to get that money? So that's what I'm trying to say. That, bro, fuck what you talking about. If you want that money, then go fucking earn it. I'm not gonna say you lost it. Go earn it. If your job tells you that, hey, there's a $30,000 bonus next year if you're still with us, and they also tell you, hey, we need you to do A, B, C, and D, and your ass don't go do it, you didn't lose on the $30,000. You didn't go fucking earn it. That's all I'm trying to say.
Okay.
I'm just trying to keep it a bean. I don't think he lost shit. I think what happened was very fair. Nigga, they told you what's up. You didn't want to go do nothing.
Okay. So let me say this, because you arguing around a conversation of whether or not he earned it or not, and I'm saying that his ability to make the Supermax shouldn't be predicated on a team's decision to trade him or not. And that's what I'm saying, is that he should still have the ability to sign a Supermax. And if he ain't worth it, ain't nobody gonna fucking give it to him.
Look, dog, I'm gonna tell you right now, Look, man, there's always going to be situations. There's always going to be situations where somebody gets hoed. Right. It happens. It's life, bro. That's it.
But the nigga's still a millionaire, so yeah, in the grand scheme of things, it ain't that bad.
We've also seen somebody like Ben Simmons who signed all this money, this, that, and the third, because exactly what you're saying. Somebody, the market dictated that's what he should have got. And
somebody gave it to him.
Yeah, and pretty much the market gave it to him because that's what it was. And then what happened? You also got old dude from the Pelicans who was supposed to be said guy who got paid this, that,
Why
and the third.
Does any of that matter?
I'm using those two people as an example.
That doesn't matter.
It does matter,
How
bro.
How does it matter?
Because those two individuals and what happened in those situations also hurt Luka. If those two people in those two situations, the organizations who lost money for giving it to them, this organization said, "Hey, I'm not doing it," and the rules are the rules. I'm not. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So if bro, we have two examples of two people who did not want to follow the organization. You know what I'm saying? Organization paid them.
Okay. All right.
And now look at where they at.
Okay.
Now we look at Luka Doncic and this organization saying, hey, I don't want to be like those two organizations. As a matter of fact, I'm going to sell you while you hot as possible.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to keep you on my team and have to forego.
Again, none of that matters. None of that matters.
What you're saying is that you want the NBA to change the rules on.
I'm saying I get it. It's a rule, right? Fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
But you know why the rule exists?
Huh? No, listen.
Do you know why the rule exists?
I guess. I don't know.
Okay, do you want me to explain to you why the rule exists?
Huh?
Because for small market teams, they want to be able to have big time players not just leave to big markets like LA and so on and so forth. So they want to incentivize all markets. Hey, if you're drafted and you stay and you stick with it, you can get more money, 20 million, 30 million, 100 million over the years from staying with that team. You get what I'm saying? Now, that's why it's incumbent on the player when you go to said market to give it your all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't think there's a problem. But if I'm the owner, if I'm not the owner, but if I supervise the NBA, I would do the same. If I'm Adam Silver, I would let that rule ride because it helps people like Houston, Dallas, San Antonio, smaller markets than everybody wanting to go to Miami or LA or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I don't have an issue with the rule, but it sounds like you have an issue with the rule. And I'm telling you, like, no, bro, if Luka would have just been that guy, there's no reason why Dallas would not have paid him. Dallas obviously felt like he wasn't.
But you can't always say that because we've also seen times where they'll trade off a player because they plan on going through a rebuild and just doesn't think shelling out.
Have we ever seen this before?
No, this sets a precedent.
That's what I'm saying.
But I'm saying the Supermax also ain't a long thing. It's only been implemented for like the last 5 to 10 years. This ain't like a NBA thing that's always been here.
Okay, so what's the problem?
So again, the problem is that Luka lost out on a Supermax deal.
He didn't lose.
Okay, so Luka can no longer get the Supermax deal because the team that traded him decided that they decided to trade him, and because of that, he's no longer eligible when it's not his fault.
Again, I think it is his fault.
No, because there's no guidelines in the NBA that says, yo, if you don't do what your team says you need to do, they're going to get rid of you, and you no longer eligible for the Supermax.
It's called, hey, if you get traded before said deadline, you'll be ineligible for the Supermax. Luka should know the rules and do exactly what the team needed him to do. Okay. Maybe after you sign your Supermax, you can go be said guy and don't follow the rules and get traded. But if you wanted that money, you do whatever it takes to earn it. Now, bro, I'm crazy.
So sorry. I'm not even saying you're wrong for the way the Dallas Mavericks looked at it. That's not even the issue at play here.
But I just explained to you why the rule is in place, and it makes sense. It's fair. You even agree with why the rule is there.
I get that, but
so how is it not fair?
But okay, so same thing with who did Kings just trade? Fox, right?
Yeah.
So is Fox now eligible for the Supermax?
Has he already been signed? I don't know Fox's situation.
Okay, no, because they were talking all off seasons last year that it's unfortunate that he's playing for the Sacramento Kings because he's in a small market and they're not going to be able to give him that Supermax. And he just got traded to the Spurs. So I have to imagine that his Supermax got wiped out as well.
Well, if they weren't going to give him the Supermax, then
but I'm saying you get my point.
I get your point.
Is that the team colluded to know that they couldn't pay him the Supermax?
So for Fox,
no, don't tell me for Fox. That's the point. The point is players are getting their Supermax wiped out.
Okay,
because
I'm
saying the teams need to be able to pay. The players still need to be eligible for the Supermax, even in a trade. It doesn't make sense.
That's tough because that means the Dallas. first off, LA would not be able to pay Luka the Supermax contract. It's impossible. So that means that Dallas would only have to take him to a team that could pay said Supermax.
I'm saying a sign and deal, whatever you have to do, bro.
Yeah, but then Dallas has to pay a certain amount of that money. They don't want to do that. They want him off the books. They don't want any more of that.
Well, y'all signed him to begin with.
So that's why I'm saying, bro.
But I'm saying there's somebody who would have been willing to take Luka. You can't
agree.
tell me there ain't nobody who was going to give him the Supermax.
I think somebody like Houston Rockets would have easily had they have the cap room to do it.
Cap room, but would they have? I don't know. But that's
you get my point.
Yeah, I got you.
Utah Jazz.
I'm saying somebody would have paid him.
Utah Jazz would have done, but that means that Dallas now needs to go and trade with the Utah Jazz and take whatever players or picks from the Utah Jazz. And what if Dallas don't want to do that? You get what I'm saying? Like, it's one of them things that's why, respectfully, I'm going to be honest. I think a lot of the power is in the player in this situation. Now, Fox got hoed. I'm not trying to like.
I'm saying
it's not. There's never going to be.
I have to imagine he doing the same shit.
There's never going to be a perfect system because Sacramento probably can't afford to pay him, like you just said. I don't see that market being able to pay that kind of money and making sense.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So that. He got hoed. I'm not here to argue that. But when I say in Luka's situation, Luka had a lot of power. Dallas has a lot of money as an organization. Mm-hmm. They just went to the finals. If anything, they want to do whatever they can to keep you there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because you sell tickets, let alone the finals. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if there was definitely a disconnect at a certain point from their expectations and what you were providing. No,
but I get all of that. That's not the issue.
But I think the rule is as perfect as you're gonna get.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. I don't know what you would replace it with because the reality is if you allow what you're saying to take place, then you go back into that big markets will take big players, almost look like baseball, and they don't.
But I'm saying only in the trade, right? Like I don't understand.
But that forces the team to trade with a possibly lesser market. You know what I'm saying? And have to take on acquired picks from there that they may not want. AD to me was a comparable pick.
Well, no, you don't understand what I'm saying is let's say the trade still happens, but he's still eligible for the Supermax, but only if he signs with the Lakers. You get what I'm saying? And then if he goes into free, like you get what I'm saying? Like the contracts is like when you trade for a player, just like when you buy a business, you buy the contracts that come with that business. You get what I'm saying? Like that contract isn't null and void.
It's tough. The reason why I say it's tough because it still hurts. You want the smaller markets to hold on to these big time players. You don't, if you make it tradable, like a tradable asset, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then it becomes difficult because there's no point of having the rule in the first place.
Well, no,
if
nothing.
You just trade it. But I get what you're saying.
But nothing changes in my scenario here. Like the small markets are still viable to keep their star. But I'm saying is if a small market like Darren, like in Sacramento, decides that like, yo, we can't afford it, but he's still gonna get his money. You see what I'm saying?
That one, I genuinely do because I think Fox is actually a good player. I don't watch a lot of him. You know what I'm saying, respectfully, but from what I do see on highlights and so on and so forth, I don't think that he definitely looks like he is shape.
Listen, man, I just think you was too gung ho on the fact that like Luka didn't earn it, and like I ain't even arguing that. You know what I'm saying? Even if he had met all these expectations, there's only so many times you can fail before like, you know what I'm saying, like a team decides to trade you. So that's never the issue, bro. He could have been the hardest working man in the goddamn building. A team would still do with the same thing they did. 100%. So like I don't think that's a valid argument to void someone's ability to get the Supermax, is all I'm saying. And so it's like, I understand that there's bargaining agreements and all that shit, but I always thought I thought up until this day that the only you know what I'm saying bargaining chip for like the Supermax was the no trade clause, and I could have sworn that was a thing, but apparently niggas still getting Supermax contracts with the no trade clause, so i.e. Bradley Beal. So I mean I don't know, but it is what it is, man. Let's go ahead, let's keep it pushing. All right. So next up, let's discuss Trump and these tariffs, man. Okay, so he don't really know, man. He ain't been keeping up with the news, so I'm gonna go ahead and
I do know this about tariffs, though. I do want to say this. People are very confused about these tariffs. They think that weaponizing tariffs is like the move. And respectfully, I just want y'all to know, the more tariffs go up on countries, just know that it becomes very expensive for the person that is implementing these tariffs. Mm-hmm. I hope everybody understands that. Whether you like Trump or dislike Trump is a moot point. That's not what I'm here to discuss. But I just want y'all to know that like tariffs, putting these exorbitant amount of tariffs on other countries, just know that shit is going to be very expensive for us as a consumer. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead.
Okay, so sometime mid last week, I don't know the exact day, but Trump announced that if by Saturday or whatever, if Mexico and Canada hadn't played ball, he was going to implement a 25% tariff on them. He wanted help at the border with preventing um, illegal immigrants from crossing the border and from allowing fentanyl and drugs across the border. And the same thing going on with Canada. Although I read a shit ton of reports, and apparently there's not enough fentanyl coming in from Canada to even make a big noise about it. But whatever, you know what I'm saying? He likes to, stump his feet and beat his chest. His voters love that shit. So Sunday came, Saturday came, what I'm saying? I guess they didn't agree to it. Sunday comes, this motherfucker, he signs the little executive order. Sunday come, Justin Trudeau holds this big ass press conference, talks about how like this is gonna be damaging to both countries, you know what I'm saying, and how they not gonna back down. Not even 24 hours later, I wake up in the morning, come to find out the president in Mexico and Donald Trump had talked, hash shit out. All of a sudden now the tariffs are no longer in play. By lunchtime, Justin Trudeau had done the same thing. Now, I ain't no 10-4 hat ass nigga. But man, look, the game is the game, bro. I don't know.
But you know that you know that the system that is in place is what he put in place when he was last in office. Yeah. So I remember we had the North American trade. Was it NAFTA?
NAFTA, I don't know.
Because he's the one that like redid it or whatever.
Yeah.
I remember that vividly. He redid it with Canada and Mexico.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm confused. Why the...
Well, so the issue is that at the time when these tariffs had dropped on Sunday, Joe Biden and Justin Trudeau had just worked out a deal like 6 months before Donald Trump took office. So like mid 2024, they worked out like this trade deal or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. It's pretty much, free trade, I guess maybe some tariffs in there, but for the most part, it was free trading across the borders or whatever, right? You work with me, work with us, we'll build the economy, all that good shit, right? So, at the time when Justin Trudeau was holding his press conference Sunday, he's taking it like, man, this is a slap in the face. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have an agreement with your country to this type of business, and you just gonna come in here and puff your chest out and just start throwing on tariffs because you're not getting your way, so on and so forth. Anyway, my whole point is for me personally, here's how I feel about it. Once again, we find ourselves front row and center of what I consider just political theater. I'm almost 100% convinced that both the president of Mexico and Canada already were giving wind, talked to Trump, already worked this shit
back
out,
channels, man,
and just decided to go along with the charades so Donald Trump can look amazing to his voter and look tough. I can't tell you how many tweets I've seen. Look, they caving, not even 24 hours later. Bro.
If y'all think that this is really how governments are doing business.
Dog.
There's no way.
Hey, yo.
There's no way.
24 hours? Not even.
You got to realize, before a president even announces something, if y'all don't think there's weeks, if not months, of back channel conversations, because nobody wants to get on camera to make anything definite or make a definite response or have a definite answer to something, and they don't know what could possibly be down the pipeline. Canada, Mexico, America, they've been talking about this since Trump got voted in November.
Come on, man.
Trust me when I tell you, they've been talking since November, bro.
Come on, man.
Since November.
This
so
is goofy shit.
That's why, respectfully, man, I don't bog myself with a lot of this like news and stuff like that. One, a lot of this shit is out of my control. I've already voted.
At the end of the day, really.
I've already voted. You know what I'm saying? I can't do nothing for another year and a half at this point. So the only thing I can do is just watch, and that's it. And what I'm not going to do is just sit there and watch and sulk and get upset and be a part of these theatrics when I can't do nothing about it.
Exactly.
So it's just like, yo, y'all, like it's upsetting because all it's doing is just like making people feel like very uneasy and letting other people feel like.
It's causing panic for no reason.
Yeah, and it's just no. Come on, you're just causing unease amongst your groups but amongst your citizens, and there's no point of that. Mm-hmm. But I mean, it's 2025, man. This is what we here for this.
I mean, at the end of the day, man. Listen,
my man pulling up to the Super Bowl.
We understand the playbook. We understand, like, listen, man. The media and American propaganda machine is wild, bro. And so this is why I don't like really. And so in like a lot of my group chats with family and friends, I don't really sweat a lot of shit because like I kind of know that like. I mean, this is just a big game to these people, man. Like, this is just a one big giant, show. Like, and honestly, I can tell you that whenever you see something get you know what I'm saying, they making a big deal out of it in the media. Guarantee you can find some article on Reuters, NPR, somewhere, or some bill or some shit that doesn't happen or that done went through that really they don't want us paying attention to. It's your classic bait and switch. It's what makes magicians magicians.
I like how you said bait and switch. I know this is part of the topic, so I hate if we have to go back to talking about this, man. I'll do a quick transition into the next one. But even the DEI situation, when the Washington, first off, rest in peace to everybody that lost their life in Washington, plane accident, and then also in the Philadelphia accident as well.
There was also one in Texas too.
Yeah, it was the fire.
Yeah, it was
fire, right?
Yeah,
I don't think anybody died though.
Yeah, it was only like 2 people. They were severely injured, but either way, a plane went down. So,
but when you look at the one in Washington, I want to say within hours of it happening, Trump was like, it was a DEI hire that caused this. Yo, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. When I saw that,
comical.
I could not stop laughing.
Comical.
Because it was just like, yo, this guy is funny. He is funny, man. In the middle of grief and just people in disbelief that a commercial airline and a Black Hawk, right? And a military helicopter collided and everybody died.
Everybody.
Close to 70 plus?
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
At the time, the last report I saw, they pulled out 31 bodies. Who knows if they even found any more?
Okay. I mean, we're talking about an unnecessary amount of people dying in one particular accident. Everybody is just in shock. Everybody has questions. The one person that you expect to just come to you and come together and say, hey, settle down, everybody. Rest in peace to the families. We're going to do an investigation and we will get back an honest report. This man immediately said it is a DEI hire that caused the accident. That full stop. That's it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
That dominated.
And now and this is why it's immature on the media to hear that. And I'm not saying don't report on what the president says. But it's almost like they enjoy it. They enjoy soaking in this shit.
Bro, they trying
to
get
says
clicks.
it, and instead of talking about what occurred and this, that, and the third, and spending more time on that, they are literally going hours on end about him talking about it as a DEI hire. And it's just like, you're doing exactly what he wants. Now we're talking about DEI and no longer even talking about helicopter.
Yeah.
In an accident, in a plane accident. You know what I'm saying? And so, bro, we're talking about weaponizing. We're talking about gaslighting, being a magician.
But there's never been anybody better at it.
Yeah, he's good.
Bro, maybe, right?
Shit.
We got an entire country to.
Oh shit, he said it twice.
What? Oh, do I gotta delete it?
I don't know if YouTube gonna let us.
Oh damn. Okay. All right, I'll delete that. Maybe the guy from Germany.
Okay. Yeah.
His name, his last name starts with an H.
Yeah.
Or is that his first name? His first name starts with H.
Oh no, his first name is A.
Oh yeah, it is A. Okay. That guy AH. Maybe AH. So when y'all hear the multiple bleeps, don't get mad at us. We gotta make sure the YouTube doesn't flag us.
Man. We look, man. We just trying to get some
struggling.
followers,
We got to get up.
Yeah,
can't be
but
doing
y'all know
nothing.
who we talking about. You know who we talking about.
I mean, short of that person.
Mr. Volkswagen
and Jesus. You know what I'm saying, Mr.
Volkswagen.
No, I got you.
Okay.
A lot of people don't know that history. Boys out here,
y'all riding around these Porsches and
boys got atlases out the yin. Don't even know
the history.
they want them blue eyes and blonde hair running around.
The lives that were lost under that business model is crazy.
Boy, the more you know, you ain't learned that in history. Shout out to social media, dog. Like dead ass, bro. This is one time, dog. Hey, not to go off topic, but like as bad as social media has gotten, I do want to tell y'all the amount of information and
the
knowledge
amount of gems that we
have gotten from social media is life changing.
Did y'all know that Mr. AH was out here in a VW?
Bro, not only that, but they financed
the
and
company
made the
was funding. They were funding the whole organization.
My guy,
they were funding.
Hey, yo, go look that shit up.
They would sell a car and they would say, "Hey, 10%, we're giving it to you guys,
bro,
in your cause, and what you guys are doing. We enjoy it. We like it. Continue."
And somehow they survived What?
Yeah, they went into Porsche.
Bro.
They got luxury vehicles, and y'all out here in one of them.
Crazy work. Okay, all right. I'll find a little tangent.
Sorry.
Speaking of that, we can go ahead and transition into the DEI shit. Here's what I'm gonna say. Okay. Allow me to give my sequence out here, because the recent attack on DEI has to be arguably the most comical shit, you know what I'm saying, or attack in general that like I've ever seen them really like go full force on it.
Comical.
First off, let me tell you, as a person of color, here's the issue with DEI from the beginning, right? First off, as a black man, we've always looked at DEI as like some bullshit. Like we just knew that it was like we just need to check a box so that way we can quit being sued. You know what I'm saying? Like we've known this shit has never really progressed or made any actually, you know what I'm saying, underrepresented group lives any better. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
The fact that like y'all being convinced that like the world is being ran by all these DEI initiatives is crazy.
Do you want to know who's shocked by DEI? You want to know who's shocked? White women.
Oh, white women. Oh,
white women are shocked. White women.
You mean we been getting jobs?
European women really felt like they were the majority. They had a seat to the table. No, ma'am. No. Let me tell you something.
They had a quota.
I don't give a fuck about DEI. I could care less about it.
At the end of the day.
You know what I'm saying? I'm so sorry to say this. I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. Everybody's in uproar about DEI, this, that, and the third. Look, man, let me tell you something. Maybe because I'm black, I've always known from the beginning, you better go out there and go get it.
Bro.
If you ain't got no hustle in you, you ain't coming back with no money.
Yeah.
That's it, period. So you better learn how to go out there and handle business, conduct business, do something to bring
you better figure
make
it out.
yourself valuable. Bro. Because you can't just get hired off of the fact that you're just a black man.
If you got too many
nobody
shades,
doing that.
If you got too many shades, you gotta be good.
Nobody's doing that. Nobody hiring me just because I'm a black man.
Bro,
that ain't happening.
No, yeah, they are.
Are you sure?
Yeah, just because you black. Yeah,
really?
That's why you getting jobs.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you ain't got to know how to do it. Goddamn thing.
I had no idea.
Apparently.
Nobody told me that. Nobody told me that. Because I'm working my ass off.
Huh? No, you working too hard to be black.
Damn.
Yeah, bro,
Where did we get this? When did we get this privilege?
You know,
I didn't get the update.
Honestly,
I didn't get the update.
Damn, one of them niggas, you know what I'm saying, got the good job that's paying 6-7 figures.
Yeah, that ain't me.
And he didn't have to know how to do a goddamn thing.
Fuck out of here. Let me tell y'all something, dog. Let me tell y'all something. All this shock about DEI, y'all better stop it.
Yeah.
Y'all better stop it. The only people surprised, respectfully, is white women. And I'm going to be honest with y'all the ones that voted Buddy in. I'm going to be honest. So I don't know why y'all thought that.
I still don't think that they even know that they're like, I still don't think it's ring in that segment of group of people that like they've been the biggest beneficiaries.
Do y'all know how many, y'all know how many white women about to lose a job? Like, I'm gonna be honest.
Damn near every DEI coordinator is white.
This is gonna sound so
fucked
woman. Up, but I'm just gonna be I'm gonna keep it a beam because I don't think this is gonna travel far enough. A lot of y'all don't be doing shit at y'all's job. A lot of y'all don't be doing shit at y'all's job. And trust me when I tell you that supervisors, owners, all of them know that you don't be doing shit.
Dead ass.
At your job.
Dead ass.
And what they will do, what's crazy is y'all worried about DEI, they gonna fire your ass and go get somebody black or brown to do what you doing. Go do what you doing and pay them 25% less.
Dog, that's where.
Am I lying?
Now that's where DEI need to help out at. fuck getting the job. DEI need to look into these goddamn pay structures.
Dog. And I hope I don't hurt nobody's feelings because that's not what I'm trying to do.
No, man. Hey, dog. Fuck, hey. But you almost have me like some wild. No, some of y'all suck. I don't want to hurt nobody. As a hiring manager, some of y'all are ass. Okay.
No, but they gotta have a few of them. You can't have. You know what I'm saying. You gotta have some white women in there.
Okay.
You got to.
All right.
So am I lying?
Hey, listen.
No. I want you to tell me honestly.
No.
Am I tripping?
Here you go. No, you're not. Because here's what I'm about to say. Right. I will say this. Okay. That I have seen mediocrity and motherfuckers who are ass across the board, right? Regardless of race. I swear to God. And that's the good thing about working in retail. And retail is really a non-discriminatory area. We done hired everybody. Here's what I will tell you though. rarely has the most successful person under my tutelage
Come on.
not been a person of color, though.
Come on.
That's all I'm saying.
Come on.
Okay? Because I'm walking around.
I'm not gonna lie to you. The hardest working person out there is a black woman.
Bro, hey,
I'm just gonna be honest with you.
Hey, one time.
Dog.
One time for my boy.
Dog. A black woman out there, and mind you, I've hired Hispanics, I've hired blacks, I've hired whites, you know what I'm saying? Well, a white. So what I'm saying, well, I will tell you one without a shadow of it, the ones that I can rely on, depend on. I know that my phone will not ring that said person has not shown up or is a black woman,
bro,
or Hispanic woman.
Let me tell you,
I've hired men. Them niggas are the worst sometimes.
Dog, hey, yo,
you know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying this. I'm just saying this with every
men are ass.
Dog, we suck.
Dog, listen, you know what's worse? other than the one chick that like I came on the pod to complain about, I swear to God, if you'd have had me list my 5 worst employees, they'd have all been men.
Dog,
yeah, from dog. Just, you know what? I'm calm down. Go and finish.
They suck.
Trash.
But I'm gonna be honest, man. I just look. There's a lot of comfortability, I think, when it comes to the European community, when it comes to work, and I think that's very fair.
No, that's ain't black. No, black people too comfortable out here. What is you talk? You know what? I ain't.
No. I agree with you.
I'm not gonna joke no more.
I agree with you on that somewhat, a little bit.
I don't think. But see, in contrary, not to cut you off, I don't think it's because we're comfortable. I do think it's because that to a certain extent we have too much of a defeated mindset, and we believe that it's not worth the effort. You know what I'm saying? Because as a store manager, you know what I'm saying? One of the things that like I was held for was like if there was potential in the person, but another manager couldn't get them to act right, they were sent to my store, right? Because if I couldn't get them to perform, person was pretty much ass. And I will tell you that the vast majority, especially of young black kids, and this is where it has
got to empower them.
This is why it has become certain rhetoric has become dangerous, is that a lot of them do feel like this shit like don't mean nothing. That like every job like that, and this can be a young thing in general as well, is that like if this job ain't paying me a salary, then it's pointless to work hard.
You have to empower,
and that's a dangerous mindset.
Yeah, you have to, bro. You have to empower people sometimes, and you feel uncomfortable doing it because they're not giving you exactly what they want. Mm-hmm. But when you empower them, sometimes they feel like, okay, man, I have this title, like I have this badge, and I need to like uphold it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I need to like, you know what I'm saying, be clean with it. So, but yeah, man, I'm telling you right now, DEI, it doesn't bother me none. You know what I'm saying? But I will tell you without a shadow of a doubt, I think the person that's going to be shocked the most, or the people that are going to be shocked the most, are definitely white women, and they're going to find themselves without a job quick, fast, in a hurry because respectfully, y'all are overpaid. When there's counterparts, there's other women out there who will do the job probably better than you and do it for less than you and complain less and have less entitlement when they do it. And this is not to like this. All this means is just this is a humbling experience for I think
you get the ultimate evaluation.
Yeah, that's all this is. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know why all these black people are in uproar about this shit. Like,
yeah, well, because you get my point. You get the point, right? Mass media, a lot of them really don't actually think about it. When they sit down and really think about it, there ain't no point in getting mad about this shit because at the end of the day,
we knew this.
They just created this shit so that way they wouldn't keep getting taken to court for like, you know what I'm saying, discriminatory practices. But before we get up off this DI shit and get up out of here, here's the last point I want to make. And to me, this is the irony of this entire DEI situation. Now, before we talk about it, I'm gonna play a video, then we're gonna come back and discuss.
When you don't have the best standards in who you're hiring, it means on the one hand, you're not getting the best people in government, but on the other hand, it puts stresses on the people who are already there. We want to hire the best people because we want the best people at air traffic control, and we want to make sure we have enough people at air traffic control who are actually competent to do the job. If you go back to just some of the headlines over the past 10 years, you have many hundreds of people suing the government because they would like to be air traffic controllers, but they were turned away because of the color of their skin. That policy ends under Donald Trump's leadership because safety is the first priority of our aviation industry.
Okay. Now, allow me to bless y'all here with an awakening that makes this situation so ironic. Have you ever been told why you didn't get a job?
No.
No, you've never been told, right?
No.
So you have no idea why you weren't hired.
No.
Matter of fact, do you think that it's at all possible that if a company was discriminated against you for any reason, that they would tell you why you didn't get hurt?
Absolutely not.
Okay, so what makes this so ironic is, and this is really going to hit a lot of people hard, is that you're not privileged to why you didn't get a job. So
they don't even need to tell you why you didn't get a job majority of the times.
You have made the assumption that you didn't get the job because of the color of your skin. But you can only make that assumption is because you believe that you are better than other people because of the color of your skin.
Did you see those resumes?
That's what I'm saying, right?
Were you there during the interviews?
Yeah. You listen. Do you know the qualifications of the people who are above you? You know what I'm saying? Who actually got the job? You know what I'm saying? You're not privileged to that information.
I'm gonna be honest, dog. If y'all got money and time to sue the government,
bro,
go get a job somewhere that wants you. Even if they don't want you, then they don't want you.
Oh, but you know the name of the game is lawsuits.
I wouldn't even want to be in a place that I felt like didn't want me.
Bro, listen. Nah, but you're not entitled though. Oh no, we're entitled though, right? Because we know that it got to be a bunch of black people doing this song, right? It couldn't have been a bunch of white people, or I'm sorry, my European brethren. It couldn't have been a bunch of them with these lawsuits.
Be respectful.
Like it's gotta be. It had to. You can't tell me. You can't convince me that these frivolous lawsuits about getting turned away for these jobs because of the color of your skin wasn't black people, right? It had to, or wasn't black people, right? It had to be us. Listen, the whole point of this is that that's the irony of this all, right? Is that in turn, the conversation that we're having around this DEI thing, it's actually y'all not doing nothing but proving us right. You have no idea the qualifications of people, right? For the record, right? I will concede that some places that have quota minimums or whatever have DEI quotas, because some places had that. You can make the argument that doing things like that means that you're not getting the absolute top tier talent. That if you were deciding that you're just not going to go based off of merit or whatever, you know what I'm saying, that if you create a variable, then you're going to create conditions that are in your, that you want outside of, whatever, using a scientific method, right? If you create a variable, you're going to get a different outcome, right? So that's the thing. But hold on, let me finish here real quick. But the entire thing behind merit is goofy anyway. Everyone has a different perspective. I may hire somebody for an entirely different reason than somebody else might. Somebody might I'm using pilots, right? Because that was like a big thing that they made with Charlie Kirk and Goofy. What's the COO in chick Candace Owens? It was like, if I see a black pilot, I got to make sure he's qualified. Listen, man, ain't nobody trying to hear all that.
I don't care what my pilot look like.
Bro, I've never once
thought. To be honest with y'all, I don't even be looking to see what my pilot look like.
Let me explain.
Only thing I care about is do not smell like alcohol and hopefully you pass the drug test. Besides that, I'm not. Look, just get me. Land me safely.
Who thinks like that? First off, they didn't change the qualifications to become a pilot.
I don't get into an Uber and be like, oh my God, it's an Indian Uber driver.
Yeah, they don't change the qualifications to become a pilot based off of skin color. They don't say, oh, well, you need to be an 850 to be a white, but you only got to score a 530 if you black. Like, what are you talking about?
And this is going to be my last comment. This is exactly why I had a huge problem with Joe Biden going ahead and announcing that he's going his justice that he's going to pick was going to be a black woman. Mm-hmm. That is this shit right here is the reason why I have a problem with it. And back then, people were like, "Oh man, you tripping? Like, why are you like? How are you going to be mad at this man trying to put a black woman or put a black person in power like that?" I'm not saying that he didn't need to do that. I'm saying, why the fuck are you announcing it? When I do job interviews, I'll interview everybody, and when I interview someone, I'm like, you know what? That's gonna be a great fit. But I'm still going to complete my interviews. You know what I'm saying? And at the end, I'm going to look at my administrators and be like, hey, I want her. Yeah. Even though the whole time, we wasted this whole week, 2 weeks of just doing interviews. But I did it just to make sure that the person that I do hire knows, hey, we picked you amongst all these people. You were the chosen one. Yeah. And it also lets the world know that we picked you out of all these people. It just so happened to be that you're a black woman. You know what I'm saying? But you want to let everybody know, hey, we're not selecting anyone that's not a black woman. Now, how do you not know that there's not somebody who's a white man, an Asian woman, a Mexican woman, a Mexican man who could not have done a better job than her if you never even took their applications? And y'all the same people upset that are saying, I'm mad that this man's taking away from DEI hires. Y'all are on the opposite end of the spectrum, and you don't see that shit. That's the problem that I have. Yeah. But I leave it alone.
The thing, the reason why, again, and the reason why this even becomes a big deal, and before we get up out of here, it's constantly being politicized, is because we know that in the real world, that's not really how shit works, man. Is that in the real world, you look at a resume, you know what I'm saying, and you bring somebody in based off those qualifications, and then you get a feel for them. Because you could look at a resume and that shit could look amazing, but then get in there and realize, hey, this person really ain't like that special. You know what I'm saying? Sure, they might be well educated, but like in terms of being able to apply that education, they ain't really got it all there. And I've had that happen several times. You know what I'm saying? But the whole point is here about the surrounding this DEI shit is that remember to take a step back and absorb shit, and then and really think about where you're coming from in your argument here, and whether or not the frustration is really worth your time. As a person of color, remember that this shit was only ever created just so that way they could avoid litigation. You know what I'm saying? Very rarely, outside of like Ben and Jerry's maybe, you know what I'm saying? And Costco and like HEB, those are companies that if you want to believe, they're probably really keeping it 10 toes down and actually have a DEI initiative that's predicated upon, you know what I'm saying, helping under marginalized groups. But I can guarantee you that they're still hiring the best person. But at the end of the day, this conversation is never going to go anywhere, because you can't argue with people who believe that like people are unqualified through DEI. That like for some reason their like qualifications are lower just because a person of color is in that position. You can't argue with people like that. So at the end of the day, a lot of this shit really ain't even worth our energy anymore. It's time we move on. It's time we focus, we tighten up, and actually, you know what I'm saying, fight and argue about shit that's important. This ain't nothing but another bait and switch thing to keep us arguing, you know what I'm saying, and fighting on shit. When at the end of the day, that shit never really mattered anyway. You know what I'm saying? So with all that being said, man, if you made it this far, we appreciate you for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, you know what I'm saying. Share this with your mama, brother, sister, cousin, anybody. And as always,
and your white women in your life.
And as always, till next time, we out.